Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajeem. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Hope you all are fine and safe and sound by the grace of Allah Almighty. This is your first English grammar class and we are going to revise all the tenses first. We have categorized this recapitulation, this revision of tenses into 4 parts. And today we are going to revise simple present, past and future tense. I know you know well about and you are well aware about the tenses. Before this, we must know that what is tense. The word tense is derived from a Latin word tempus, which means time. The tense of a verb indicates the time of the action or state of being that is expressed by the verb. Based on the time frame, that is when the action is taking place, the tense is categorized or divided into 3 more parts: past, present and future. Further, it is subdivided into simple, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous tenses. Today we are going to revise, I have told you before that we are going to revise simple, present, past and future tense. And I know you have practiced a lot and you are well aware of the tenses. Let's come to simple present tense first. Simple present tense. What is the usage of simple present tense? Where do we use simple present tense? When we talk about general truth or facts, when we talk about habitual actions or routines, when we talk about permanent situations, feelings, thoughts and opinions. Let's have some examples. When we talk about general truth, we can say the sun rises in the east, the sun sets in the west. About habitual actions, the example is I wake up at 6 o'clock. It is also a routine. Permanent situation, when we talk about permanent situation, any situation that is permanent, that is he lives in Karachi, he works in a school. Feelings, thoughts and opinions. When we talk about feeling, thoughts and opinions, then you can show your wish or feeling or emotion that I like to play football. I hate sleeping late. Well, through the examples, now come to the timeline. You can see through the timeline that timeline doesn't mean that the action is going on right now. It shows that simple present tense indicates the permanent action. That are our habits, that may be our routines, that starts from the past and that can be done till future. Now girls, come to structures or formulation of the tenses. We have 3 types of tenses: affirmative, negative and interrogative sentences. You have a lot of knowledge about these type of sentences. What are affirmative sentences, what are negative and what are interrogative. Let's come to the structure. Affirmative sentence. Structure is subject, first form of verb or S form of verb and object. As you have seen, I have told you that first form of verb. Let us revise all the forms. First, we have 5 forms of verb and you know that first is base form. Then we have first form, which is also called present form. Then second form or past tense or past form of verb. Third form, which is also called past participle. Fourth form, ing form or present participle. Now, where do we use first form and where we add s or es with the verb? You know that with the pronouns I, we, you, they and all the plural nouns. With all the plural nouns we used first form or present form only. And with the singular subjects or singular pronouns that are he, she, it, we add s or es with the verb. In negative sentences and in interrogative sentences, we use the auxiliary verb or helping verb do and does. Where do we use do and where do we use does? With the plural subjects and I, we, you, they, we use do, and with the singular subjects and he, she, it, singular pronouns, we use does. They are third person singular. The structure of negative sentences: subject plus do or does, then not, then base form of verb. Base form of verb means that we cannot change or we cannot add s or es with the verb. It cannot be changed. And then object. The structure of interrogative sentences: we have to use auxiliary or helping verb first before subject, and then subject, then base form of verb, and then object. Remember girls, don't forget to put question mark at the end of the sentence. And in affirmative and negative sentence, we use full stop. We put full stop. Now come to simple past tense. The usage of simple past tense: the action completed in the past or completed action in the past shows the simple past tense. Any action that we did in the past is used in simple past tense. Or we can discuss past habits or past habits in simple past tense. Let us discuss or let us take help with the examples. Completed action in the past. We have an example. I bought 2 storybooks yesterday. It is the action that I bought 2 storybooks when? Yesterday. Not today, or not, we can say that not now. Any action that is done before now comes in simple past tense. And when we discuss past habits, then we can say, when I was a kid, I played hide and seek daily in the evening. This is your past habit. Now let us explain simple past tense through the timeline. You can see in the timeline that any action that is done before present time comes in simple past tense. Hope you have understood well through the timeline. Now come to the structure. As I have told you about the forms of verb, now come directly to the structures. In affirmative sentence, we use subject first, then second form. What is second form of verb? Second form is also called past form of verb. That like bought, wrote, spoke, or played. And you have learned a list of verbs in your class 6th and 7th also. The structure is subject plus second form or past form plus object. The structure of negative sentences: subject plus did, then not, then base form of verb, and then object. Did is also used in interrogative sentence but before subject. In interrogative sentence, did, then subject, then base form of verb, and then object. And don't forget to put question mark at the end of the sentence. Hope you have understood well or you have got well about simple past tense. Any action that is done in the past comes in simple past tense. Let us come to the simple future tense. And you remember that you take it very easy. You took very easy simple future tense because it is you found the structure of simple future tense very easy. I remember when you were in class 6th. What we discussed in simple future tense: any action that is done at a particular time in the future comes in simple future tense. Like, I shall play cricket in the morning tomorrow, or we shall play, or we can say we will, but normally we use we shall play or we shall go to the market tomorrow. Any future plan can be discussed in simple future tense. Examples of simple future tense: I shall work hard for exams. They will enjoy the picnic tomorrow. Any other example you can give me? You can give the feedback through different examples of simple present, past and future tense. You have to write different sentences of simple past and simple past and future tense and give me and write in your copy and give me the feedback. Okay. Let's understand simple future tense with the help of timeline. Here you can see that any action that is done after present time comes in simple future tense. It may be after 5 minutes or after 5 years, but it comes in simple future tense. Now come to the structures, girls. We have affirmative, negative and interrogative sentence, and we have to use auxiliary verb or helping verb in affirmative sentence too. You can see we have subject, then shall or will in affirmative sentence. We have to put or we have to write shall or will or auxiliary verb in affirmative sentence, then base form of verb which cannot be changed, and then object. In negative sentence, we have to just add not with shall and will, and then we can have negative sentence of it. And in interrogative sentence, we have to put auxiliary or helping verb, as you know that shall or will comes first and then subject and then base form of verb, then object and then question mark. Okay, now you have completely revised or recapitulated, or we have revised today all the simple tenses, simple present, simple past and simple future. Now we have to do some homework in the copy. In your notebook, you have to do some copy work. You have to prepare your index like this and have to make the title page of first term 2020 to 2021. Then you have to write the lesson name, lesson number 1 and revision number 2, tenses. This is your lesson name in your grammar book. And then you have to make a flow chart of types of tenses. After this, you have to write the usage, timeline and structure of the tenses like this, as I have done in the copy for you. After this, you have to transform and translate some sentences. I have given you some sentences, 5 sentences for transformation and 5 for translation. Hope you will note down like this in your copy and solve it with the blue pen. These are the sentences for translation. Note it down in your copy and then solve it. This is your homework for today. This is all for today. Students, hope you have understood well about simple tenses. This is all for today. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.